It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on Monday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you under the lights. We'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with bats who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throwback, and for two teams that unapologetically say, we are going to run our offense through the running back position, we don't see that so often anymore. So for two guys like us that understand and appreciate the legacy and the history of this game, I think it's kind of fun.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They try again. Second and 10. On second down, Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Miami. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Wilson lines up in the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Steeler first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They put Pickens in motion. To throw again is Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? From the gun, it's Wilson. This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Now Russ. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Wilson. That one taken in. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. second down and 8. Another run here with Harris. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller get... options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Third down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Tua will give it to Achane. So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the zone read, here's Harris. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Wilson. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Now it's Wilson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's Corliss Waitman now as he's off to punt for Pittsburgh. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. That one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is the ground to start the drive. It's Achane. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Achane. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hot. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. Oh, a big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Now Wilson on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Achane. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up. Tua now on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him.
Devon Achane. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Tua now on first down. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Rashee Rice, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tua. Going right, it's taken in.
Another great throw, and That's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Tua to throw again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. He can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. To throw is Tua. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. First and 10. Wilton makes the read and keeps it himself. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. On first down, Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They run it over center with Harris. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They motion the slot man left. He's across midfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Now it's Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Wilson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 3rd and 5. Wilson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Here's a handoff to Achane, running left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is in. Touchdown, Miami. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Again, Wilson. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw again is Wilson. Here's a check down. Gibson out of the backfield. To the goal line. And they'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. They bring their tight end right. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. First down. Up of 9.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
On the ground is Achane. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Out of the gun, here's Russ. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This one grabbed by Austin. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.